Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas Hardcore Explosives Only. I'm Zyzix, this is our protagonist, Hardcore Pete, and today we're going to go over and talk to Colonel Moore. Let her know that the Great Khans have been quote-unquote destroyed, and get the next objective from her. Probably need to have some food and drink and sleep soon as well. But we can do that soon. Hoover Dam offices, and she should be right in here. Yep, Colonel Cassandra Moore.
Did you have an update on the Khans?
Sure do. The Khans won't be a problem to anyone ever again.
Good riddance. We've had reports for years that they're the ones who supply the fiends with chems, but no one's done anything about it. In any event, no one will miss them. And I've got another mission for you. We've had some disturbing reports recently concerning the Omertas, one of the three families that run the Strip. Our intelligence has discovered that high-ranking members of the Omertas have been having clandestine meetings for the past several months. We haven't been able to determine whom they've been meeting with, but if it's Caesar's men, we'll need to act. I need you to uncover what they're up to and stop it if it threatens the NCR. Any questions?
The music's really aggressive right now, I'm not sure why, but the Omertas were up to something big, but I've already stopped them.
Excellent. You'd think living in the lap of luxury and power would be enough for some people, but no. Now that that's out of the way, let's see. Mr. House was a concern, but someone conveniently dealt with him for us.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. You might be happy to know that your efforts haven't gone unnoticed. The brass have been throwing around the idea of having the president visit the dam for a while now, to rally the troops and boost morale and such. With our recent achievements, they finally feel secure enough to stage the damn thing. But while it's being planned, I have one last mission for you. Several years ago, we managed to wrest the Helios 1 solar power station from the Brotherhood of Steel chapter local to this area. It was a crushing victory, but no one's heard a peep from the Brotherhood since. Most people assume the Brotherhood is scattered and not a threat. Recently, we've had scouts go missing in an area west of Helios, and I'm concerned that the Brotherhood is involved. I want you to find them, and once you do, finish them for good. Any questions?
Is there no peaceful way to resolve this?
Don't even think about it. Any Brotherhood survivors likely harbor a deep grudge against us. We can't afford to leave such an enemy alive. Any other objections? Maybe you'd like to bring the Brotherhood some flowers.
How do you expect me to destroy an entire Brotherhood chapter?
A fair question, and one I've had our strategists think about for some time. Their consensus is that we must focus on the one thing we can count on. With the Brotherhood, that's their obsessive attachment to technology. They'd never go anywhere that didn't have working power. I'm willing to bet that wherever they're hiding, there's a working reactor powering their equipment. That's their vulnerability. Detonate that reactor, and we can safely cross the Brotherhood off our list of concerns. Is there anything else?
I thought the Brotherhood were all wiped out at Helios 1. How could they have survived?
After the battle, we consolidated our hold on the plant before pursuing our enemies. It was a mistake, to be sure, but there wasn't really any place for them to go. When we finally gave chase, however, they had simply vanished. Some of our people think they had some means of conveyance, like the vertibirds the Enclave used, and hightailed it out of here. I think that they found some place to hide close to Helios, and never went that far at all. Any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Dismissed.
Cool. Let's go check out the Brotherhood of Steel. But yeah, the music's really aggro right now. Oh,
count on that.
is it calming down? It's like combat music. Hidden Valley. Let's go to Sloan and go from there. Do I have any food on me? I got some water. No real food though. We'll figure that out. Into the Hidden Valley. Kind of surprised I haven't actually tagged this location yet. Spent plenty of time in the general area. Got him. There we go, discovered Hidden Valley. Nope, okay. Oh, bloody hell, come on. Do the jumpy thing. There we go. Yay! Is this the one I want to check out? It's probably the one with the map marker on it. Nope, nope, it's this one. Hey guys, how's it going?
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear.
What's going on here?
I've told you what to do. Strip off your clothes and equipment or face summary execution. Will you comply?
I really don't want to, but for content's sake, okay, I'll comply.
Take it all off and hand it to me. Then come inside and through the door at the rear of the chamber. Paladin Ramos is waiting for you. Watch out!
Watch out, that was a combat reaction. Something's going on back there. Alright, alright.
How the hell did you get in here? Normally I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you to the Elder. Will you come peacefully?
I'll speak to your elder. Lead the way. Take me to your leader. Lost opportunity there.
Okay. I'll take you to him. Follow me. Closely. Or you'll be shot.
Okay. No pressure. Sup, Elder McNamara?
How did you find us, stranger? And do tell the truth.
I was just exploring the area and noticed your patrols coming out of here.
You took an extreme risk in coming here. My policy towards trespassers has not been lenient. The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside. For this reason, I might be interested in contracting with an outsider who can accomplish certain tasks, some basic, some a bit more involved. An NCR ranger has begun to set up post in one of the other bunkers up top, for example. I want him driven off. Understood?
I can take care of the ranger.
Very well. I'll be interested to see how thoroughly and efficiently you carry out your mission. Paladin Ramos will escort you back to the bunker's entrance and set you loose. Notice that I said loose, not free. You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location beyond Hidden Valley, until I'm convinced that you're capable and dependable. To underscore this point, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar. Wander off and it will detonate. Focus on your mission, and you'll be fine.
I don't like being collared.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the ranger.
Wait. Where's my armor? They took my Enclave armor? Oh, no, there it is. That was really weird. But also, why am I only at 65? Minus sleep and starvation. I need to get that sorted soon. I probably should have done that before coming here. Oh well. they've messed with my hotkeys. Yep, they messed with my bloody hotkeys. Well, I can at least deal with the dehydration. Gonna be some bark scorpions. Hollowed out rock, but nothing really interesting in them. Hold on, hold on. My quest is telling me to come here. Okay. There we go, that's what was throwing me off. The quest marker for the NCR is just like, go to Hidden Valley and pull a miracle out of your ass. Somehow find the Brotherhood of Steel that nobody's found in the last decade, and then destroy them. And your guy's just like, can do. And he fucking does it.
Thought you'd sneak up on me, you filthy powder ganger?
Keep pointing that gun at me, and I'll stick it up your ass.
Huh. Got some stones on you, son. I like that. What can I do for you?
What are you doing here?
Well, I thought I might set up a safe house in one of the bunkers here. Between the remote location and the dust storms, I figured it was ideal. Of course, seems a lot less remote since you showed up. Plus, I haven't been able to get my radio working, and a safe house is no good without one. I reckon I'll stick around a while, patrol for troublemakers, see if I can get that radio working.
So no one knows you're here?
Standard practice. Rangers operate on our own most of the time, and that's how we like it. Usually we call in our positions to McCarran to be relayed to other Rangers, but I can handle myself. I'm sure as hell not going to lose any sleep on account of a goddamn broken down radio, but it will shorten my stay if I can't fix it.
Seems like a bad location for a safe house.
Oh, and in your expert opinion, why would that be?
Powder gangers use these bunkers as hideouts once or twice a month.
You've seen that with your own two eyes?
Sure.
God damn. I knew Cook's gang passed through these parts about that frequently, but I didn't know they holed up here. Be a rude awakening to find 15 of those merciless bastards looking down at me snoozing on my bedroll. Yep, I'd be better off setting up an ambush along one of their routes to catch stragglers. Thanks for the information. You may have saved my life.
No worries, Dobson. Now, get out of here. Finally got started on getting this place in order. Put out enough supplies to last me a while. Swept up some. Yeah, blah blah. Alright, cool, let's go back. Oh, actually, that was food I just saw, wasn't it? Instamash. Pork and beans. Instamash. Pork and beans. And I can even have a little nap. Even though I've got an explosive collar around my neck, I'm still going to stop and take a nap. Drink some water. Alright, we're good. Didn't even notice that before, but thank you. Grenades. Was that another one? That was another one. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Alright, let's go back over to them Brotherhood guys and let them know that I think I did pretty well. Yo, open up.
Stand back from the door. The Elder's eager to hear your report.
Come into their secret bunker base.
How did you resolve the situation with the Ranger?
The Ranger won't be a problem. He's gone.
Gone? Why did he leave? And what makes you think he won't be back?
Well, I convinced him that staying here was more dangerous than just moving on.
Yes, you exploited his fear of powder gangers very effectively. The collar includes a microphone, you see. Part of the test.
Oh, so
He'll
you were
keep his
listening.
distance, setting ambushes, never suspecting that these bunkers house something far more dangerous to him than criminals. Well played. Since you completed your assigned task, I will allow you to come and go from the bunker freely. So let's get that collar off you.
Thank
There,
you.
that's better, I hope. Now that we have that bit of unpleasantness out of the way, there is a matter that I would like to discuss with you. Stop by the command room when you can. Oh, and bear in mind, if you end up betraying us, we will know it, and there will be no mercy.
Looks like Mr. House is out of the picture. One less thing for us to deal with.
Ramos.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
So you're head of security?
That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
Oh, so yeah, my presence would really piss you off. So why'd I have to deal with the Ranger topside?
Normally, that would have fallen under my jurisdiction, but the Elder thought it'd provide a good test for you, so I backed off.
Fair enough, I have other
Fine,
questions. Time for me to go. Alright, let's talk, my man.
When you first showed up on our doorstep, I'll admit at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of great use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here. Though no, we will be keeping an eye on you. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
Sure, I'll help.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Surely you have people better suited to look for them than me.
The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were deeply traumatized by the losses we incurred several years ago. It would be imprudent to worry them unduly without first discovering the facts of the situation.
Alright, I'll begin looking into it immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
I mean, maybe. Do you have mini nukes for sale? Alright. Let's go check out some patrols.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Sure, go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years, and those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by, and many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations, and all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
And how do you propose to do that?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you, means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
Alright, well, do you want to
What is an
know?
outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Yelda has me looking for lost patrols and retrieving their mission discs.
Yes. I know the loss of the patrols has weighed heavily on his mind for some time. He took it very personally when they first went missing. That was when I first began to seriously question his ability to lead us. A commander has to be able to deal with the potential loss of his men. It's strange that he would ask you to find mission discs on them, however. The missing paladins were all on standard patrols, which don't need them. Only brothers sent on special assignments are given mission discs. If you should find any on the lost patrols, let me know.
Will do.
Later.
Alright. Let's go talk to the scribe, see if we can help him out.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
Something wrong?
Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment.
Why's that?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
A virus?
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
Anything I can do to help?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
Can the virus's files be partitioned so read-only access is provided by the kernel administrator?
What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move.
I'll give it a try then.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Wait, I thought I just solved it for you though.
The reports say Mr. House's robots are now using tech we've never heard of. We need to send a team up there soon.
Okay, let's do this, I guess.
The virus just jumped.
Access data
Which terminals it went to?
store. Access data store. Wait, what if I... Okay, yeah, no. Reload doesn't do anything. Partition the virus. Check partition. Partition confirmed. So it should be good there, right? Okay, okay, next.
10 seconds.
But it's partitioned, right?
Damn, it's jumped.
What do you mean it's jumped? I thought
we might have had it that time.
yeah, so did I, because we set up the partition, right? Okay, so I just need to check other terminals? Where'd you go, Ibsen?
Did you want to try isolating the virus?
Sure.
All right. I'll...
Because I thought doing
The
that
bunker
science
takes a little
check
getting used to, doesn't it?
meant I didn't have to do all this nonsense.
The virus just jumped.
Okay. Virus
Find
just
which terminals
jumped, did
went
it?
to.
Clock is ticking. Partition the virus. Check partition. Okay. Haha, suckers. Catch me if you can. Partition virus. Check partition. That should be all three, right?
That's it. We
Yep.
got it. The virus has been purged.
There we go. Okay. See, if you don't get that science check, you have to get all three of the terminals in that 1 minute time frame.
You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
Now that the data store is fixed, what do you think of Harding trying to get McNamara dismissed?
I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again.
Cool.
Bye.
Alright, I might need to talk to
Hello,
Ramos first. Hey, my man.
Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with?
What would an elder have to do to get kicked out?
So, you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
Thanks, will do. But why don't you tell me what happened at Helios?
I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Who is Elijah?
Who was Elijah, more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. He kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
Fair enough.
Later.
Alright, let's go back and talk to Scribe Ibsen and see if we can check out those records. Yo, Ibsen.
Hello again, my friend. I hope you've been finding the information in the data store useful.
How do I get access to more topics?
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
What kind of information is in the data store?
Oh, all kinds of things. There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data as well. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest.
Cool, I need to get
Bye.
going. Okay, no, I have access to it. Anyway, Elder dismissal incidents. Incident 1. Let it be recorded that on this day, Raymond Lorne was dismissed from his post as Elder for committing the crime of murder. Brother Lorne was known to have hostile feelings towards the victim. Senior scribe Rita, the guilty party, insists that Rita's death was a tragic case of friendly fire. The bunker was under attack at the time, but the tribunal felt that they could not let him persist as Elder with such suspicions hanging over him. Fair enough. Head scribe Bucky or whatever. Let it be known that from this day forth Kenneth Jones shall no longer bear the title of Elder. Brother Jones has willfully gone against the chains that bind and has been forced to step down. Head Paladin Lindquist succeeds him as Elder. Head Scribe Morgan. Let the record show that I have stood witness to the dismissal of David James from the post of Elder. Brother James was charged with destroying an unknown device recovered from a recent expedition. The purpose and function of the device remains unknown, and Brother James has thus far proved unwilling to discuss the matter. Head Scribe Talwyn. So it looks like it's the ties that bind, or the chains that bind, is the main one to look at. Yeah, so let's go back and talk to Ramos about the chains that bind. Back and forth, back and forth. You guys should get an elevator.
Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with?
Yeah, one of the data store entries mentioned the chain that binds. What is that exactly?
That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer. It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the data store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades.
Sure, may as well. Now let's go and read it. Access data store. The chain that binds. The chain that binds is the cornerstone of our organization, the rock that supports the great tree of the Brotherhood and its myriad branches. It holds that 1. Orders are to flow from on high down through the ranks. An order from a superior must always be obeyed, and that their wisdom must be carried out without hesitation. Orders are to observe the flow and not skip ranks. A superior may only give orders to his direct subordinates and not to those beneath them. In this way, harmony of intent and cohesion of thought is maintained. That makes sense. Like, so, you know, you can't go and give orders to your employee's employee, you know, and in that same sense, you know, your boss is your boss. You take orders from one person and that should be it. You don't have to take orders from one person and then every person above him as well. Harding.
What is it, outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Do you know anything about the chain that binds?
I could hardly call myself head paladin if I didn't. It's one of the first things every initiate learns when they start training. What about it?
Did you know there's a second part?
Second part? What are you talking about?
It says a superior is not allowed to give orders to the men under his subordinates.
That is the standard procedure, yes. For example, McNamara gives orders to head scribe Taggart, who then relays further orders to the scribes. I wasn't aware that failing to do so was punishable, however. Interesting. If we can just find an instance where McNamara went around someone and gave orders to their subordinates, we'll have him.
Well, so what would you do if you became Elder?
After lifting the lockdown, the first thing I'd do is send scouts out to recon the area. We need to know what's going on out there. Next, I'd resume patrols in the near vicinity, and begin sending search teams out to the spots the scouts reported were relatively safe. It's standard procedure when a chapter relocates to an area, but standard procedure wasn't our last Elder's style, either.
tell me about your last elder, Elijah, right?
Elijah was a strange one. His even becoming elder was highly questionable, seeing as how he was a scribe. Typically, only paladins are eligible. But an exception was made in his case on account of him being a genius. Unfortunately, whatever scientific acumen he had didn't extend to tactics. Trying to defend Helios was a blunder of the worst kind, and many brothers lost their lives because of it. Many of the senior paladins, myself included, advised him to fight a retreating action, but he refused to budge. Said he almost had it working. We never did find out exactly what he was talking about. When the perimeter was finally overrun, the Elder had simply vanished.
Cool. Anyway, I need to get going.
Bye.
Alright, let's get these holotapes, eh? Okay, back on the surface. Now, REPCON headquarters, Nellis Air Force Base. Let's quickly do the Nellis one. Alright, let's duck out and grab that one. Dehydrated again. I'll need to stock up on water again. Oh. Of course I went the wrong way, didn't I? Just here. Crimson Caravan wreckage. Let's beeline for REPCON. Oh, I'm under attack. Yep, of course. Why won't they just leave me alone? It's not like I nuked their leader and their base and destroyed their home and everything. Oh wait, I did. Yeah. Survival. Max that out, and now we'll just do a little bit of speech. We'll go with the light step perk. I said that was one fun perk that I might get. Plus, actually, not setting up floor-based traps. That's going to come in very handy in the Dead Money DLC. REPCON? Nope, they don't care.
How may I serve you, master?
How may I serve you, master? They don't seem to really give a crap. I can just walk in and do my thing. It's a lot of dead fiends. Hunting rifle.
Hello. Please remember visiting hours are from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Please show your badge or make your way out of the building.
I don't have a badge. And I ain't leaving. At least not yet. I got business. Ooh, microfusion cells. I don't want to search the desk.
Unauthorized facial pattern. Please present credentials for first floor access.
I'm not supposed to go upstairs. Let me pass and I won't.
Please do not make your way to the second floor.
Okay. Psych. Stupid robots.
Unauthorized facial pattern. Second floor access restricted to registered employees.
4F76 big long number sequence.
Override accepted.
Sweet. Okay, come on. Where's the... I don't even know where I'm going right now. Wear your badge, it could save your life. Security is your duty. Makes me wonder what kind of political and ooh, star bottle cap, nice. Socio-economical crap was going on that, you know, companies could get away with this Big Brother shit. Reprimanding. Alright, so it's nothing that's ing. Recuperating. There we go. Disable the robots, because why not? I went through all that effort. Nuka-Cola. Sunset Sarsaparilla. Hold on. Here they are. I walked right over them. Okay. Actually, while I'm here, I'll take your power armor and repair mine a bit. There it is. Cool. Main floor. Ooh. May as well bust in here. See if there's anything interesting. Oh, okay. Whole lot of ammos. But I am now overweight. Cool. Hold on. That's another star bottle cap right there. Should check how many I've got of those, because we'll be close to getting the 50 for them soon. Neil.
Good work, human. Maybe now this place can rest in peace.
What will you do now?
I still have a job to do here. Some mutants may have heard Tabitha's broadcast and are headed here even as we speak. I'll remain and direct anyone who show up toward Jacobstown, where they'll be much better off.
Definitely.
Can I kill you?
Master, okay. Tough boy. Tough boy. Thanks for the grenades, bud. No, we want to go this way. Alright, where are these gross, nasty? Yeah, centaurs. That's what I thought this place would have. Honestly, probably some of the grossest creatures in Fallout. I mean, I give the designers credit for making these things, but oh, the abomination that are centaurs. Yep, come on. And mow. Alright, now we got those holotapes, let's head back to the bunker. Ooh. Why are there people out the front? Oh, they're actually out going on a patrol. And they got different kinds of armor.
How may I assist you?
Like the T51B and then the T45D. Or F. Or T60. Different models of armor. And I'm glad they haven't mentioned Veronica yet. That'd be really awkward if they had any questions about what happened to her. So we want to go talk to Harding first, let him know about this. Hey.
What is it, Outsider? Have you discovered anything?
I found the patrols for the Elder, and they had mission discs with orders from McNamara on them.
Just as I thought. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me. The nerve of that man. This little stunt is probably what got them killed in the first place. Our normal patrol routes are known to be relatively safe. This is exactly what I've been looking for. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me, thereby breaking the chain that binds. With this, I can finally have him removed as Elder and end this ridiculous lockdown.
So what happens now?
There are a number of people I'll need to talk to. The process won't be instantaneous, but with this evidence, my path is clear. It shouldn't take more than a few days, and then we can begin moving forward again.
Brotherhood of Steel accepted. And now he's the Elder. And where does that leave us quest-wise? Find the Brotherhood of Steel chapter and deal with them, so I still have to do that, I guess. Elder Harding?
Welcome, my friend. A new day has dawned for this chapter, and moving forward we will no longer cower in the dark. And we have you to thank for it. You'll find that I can be generous to those who show loyalty. Here, take this key. If you ever find yourself in need of repair, head to our safe house to the northeast. Now, what can I do for you?
I want to join the Brotherhood.
Yes, I thought you might, given how much time you've spent here. That's not usually a request we agree to. Typically, we take in the young, so that they might be trained through adolescence. In special cases, we allow exceptional individuals to conditionally join. Luckily for you, you happen to be exceptional. The condition is that you must complete a task. This task must prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you have what it takes to join the Brotherhood. I happen to have something perfectly suitable in mind. Though I warn you, it won't be easy. Still interested?
Yes, what's the task?
Back when we were stationed at Helios, our scouts reported that a group was establishing itself in the area as a distributor of pre-war weapons. Our elder at the time, Elijah, was too concerned with getting Helios running and fending off the NCR, so he ordered us to leave them alone. It's time that we correct that oversight and show this region that the Brotherhood is still a force to be reckoned with. I want you to visit these weapons dealers, this Van Graff family, make an example of them. Leave no one alive. When the job is done, report back, and I'll arrange for a team to clean up the site and retrieve the weapons.
Alright, I need to get going then. And we'll call it an episode there, having ingratiated ourselves with the Brotherhood of Steel and deposed McNamara for his breaking of the chain that binds. Next time, we will finish up with the Brotherhood of Steel. We'll either deal with them or deal with the Van Graffs. I have not decided how I want to handle this situation. But I also want to check out the bunker that they said I can go have a look, because there should be some good goodies in there. Yeah. So till next time, thanks for hanging out with me and Hardcore Pete as we conquer the Mojave Wasteland. Until next time, have a good one.